Hello, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. So, straight to our topic, how can you study without sleeping at all night? How can you study at night without sleeping? These are tips I want to be giving to students out there watching me. 5 powerful tips that has worked for me when I was a student, that has worked for many students as well that I've shared with, and I've gotten positive remarks that it has really helped their study life, to be excellent students. Now, first of all, how can you be an exceptional student without night study? How? When we all know how it is in our university, in our higher institution in Nigeria here, how the hustle and bustle of the day, you go from one lecture room to another, the noise everywhere. So how do you be an exceptional student without your night studies? You can't be exceptional without your night studies. You can't. It's difficult. Okay, so I want to be sharing with you 5 powerful tips that will help you to study well at night. Your study life will improve and you won't sleep. Okay, let's write. First, you have to know for every one of us, there's what we call prime time. You have to know what works for you. I know what works for me. I know the time that my brain can assimilate. You have to find that as a student, the perfect time that you can study, or the things around how you can study that you will assimilate very well. So you have to find out your own prime time. Like for me, when I really want to study, when I was in school, and I really want to study, and I really want to grab everything that I'm studying to be my retentive memory, I don't read with anybody. It worked for me because I stayed off camp. I had a room to myself, so I don't like rowdiness. Some people can study when music is playing in the background. People can study with all the noise and all that. It works for them. So you have to find out what works for you, because it doesn't work for everybody same way. So you have to find your prime time as a student, the activities you do around you when you want to study that you can assimilate very well. Okay, so now I will start with the first powerful tip. You have to create a perfect study timetable. Yes, you must have your study timetable. I'm not talking about timetable in your class, your course, your classroom timetable. No, I'm talking of your own personal study timetable. You have to draft out your timetable. So my bonus for this video will be at the end of the video. So I need you to watch all through. I'm going to give you a bonus on that at the end of the video. So I need you to stick around with me till the end, guys, because I'll be giving a bonus at the end of the video. Okay, so you must set a perfect timetable for your studies. What you should study per time. Okay, what you should study per time. You don't carry all the courses or the subject and study at once. Okay, so now that was just a preamble of what we're going to talk about. The first tip I'm giving you is light. And I'll be talking of 3 things under light. One, light food. Light food. You see, when your stomach is heavy, when your stomach is full, you're overfed, the next thing your body needs is sleep. Sleep and sleep. So if you want to study at night, you must tell yourself you will eat light. Not that you will not eat to your satisfaction. No, please don't overfeed yourself. And there are some food that you eat that makes your body so heavy. Avoid those food for the night you want to study. Okay, so light food. Stay light as much as possible. Let your body be light to be able to wake up to study. 2, bright light. If you must study, you have to have bright light. I can understand perfectly in our institutions, in this part of our world, there are no lights. no NEPA light. So if it is rechargeable lamp you have, please charge it very well in the daytime so that at night you have a bright light. You see, if your study room is bright, your brain tends to tell you that it is daytime, so it will make you stay awake. You get. But if you have a dim light, it is calling for sleep. He will sleep off easily. So you don't need to anything that will make you fall asleep. So you need to have bright light. Now, the third thing I'll talk under light is light tools. You see, when you want to study, don't surround your table with so many materials, so many textbooks, so many things on your table. No, if you crowd your table with so many materials, it tends to distract you. It tends to distract. So what you should do that has worked for me and for many people is clear your table, clear your reading table. Let whatever will be on your table be what is relevant to what you are studying. If you are reading your textbook, if you have a textbook to study, that textbook of that particular course or subject should be on the table. You have your jotter by the side, you have your pen, as in let your table be as light as possible because you wouldn't want any distraction. Let your table be cleared, no rowdiness. If your table is cleared, you tend to concentrate more. Okay, so the next powerful tips I want to share with you is energy and sleep. You see, for you to read effectively, for you to get good results when you are studying, you need all the energy to do that. Your body needs all the energy. So, one, under energy and sleep, don't overstress your body during the day. Don't do strenuous activities during the day. If you want to study, you know that okay, tonight I want to be studying. You tell yourself that you don't stress. Do things that are light because if your body is tired, you tend to be weak. And when you are weak, you cannot study. Okay, so do not do any strenuous activities during the day. Then another thing I'll talk on that energy and sleep is take a nap before your study time. Now, if you know that you want to read by say 10 p.m. for example, that's why I say you should find your prime time, know when works for you, the time that works for you. If for example your own study time is 10 p.m., you come back from lectures, say 6, you're done with lectures for example, get food to eat and take a nap. You start sleeping 8:30, you start sleeping so that by 10:30 you are awake. Take a nap because that nap you take, your brain has rested, your brain is fresh, your body has rested, you have that energy to study. So take a little nap before your study time. So the next thing, try to get enough sleep during the day. Yes, try to get enough sleep. You see, we all know that it's not every day that we have lectures like that is so strenuous. There are days for me, there are days in my school time that by 2 p.m. I'm done with lectures. By 4, but at most 6 o'clock. So it's not that it's from 7 a.m. all through to that 6 p.m. that I have lectures. No. Sometimes my mornings is off. I'm off in the morning. So I'll go for afternoon lectures. Sometimes it is morning lectures, then afternoon is off. So find time to sleep. I was always intentional about my sleeping. I used to joke with my rest because if I don't rest, I can't sleep. I can't study, sorry. If I don't rest very well, I will not be able to study very well. So find time during the day, even if it's 30 minutes, 1 hour to rest, to sleep, relax your body. Because there are so many activities in school that we overwork ourselves. Okay, so find time to rest during the day. It will really help you when you want to study at night. So guys, sorry, the next thing I want to know, the next powerful tips I want to talk about is warm up and keep yourself warm. warm up and keep yourself warm. So guys, when it's time you want to study, after taking your nap, you take your nap, you rest very well, you know then it's time you want to study. Okay, by the time it's the time for study, okay, what you do is this. If you have set out 2 hours for study, for example 12 to 2 a.m., for example, don't sit all through that 2 hours studying. You get bored, you feel sleepy easily. So break the 2 hours. For example, what I do, I don't exceed 2 hours in my study. The first 1 hour, I check my time. 1 hour, I'll stand up and take a walk. You stretch your legs, stretch your hands, just take a walk around the room, so that it will keep you warm, it will keep you awake and active. Okay, then while you are on that, you take water. Let your water be close by. You take a glass of water. It keeps you warm and active. You get. So don't just sit down for that 2 hours. You just sit. No, take a walk, stretch your body, stretch your legs, something, just do some little activities around your room that will keep you still awake. You see, when you do like this, it tends your reading tends to improve, because by the time you do that little exercise, you go to sit down, you concentrate again to study, and it helps you to stay awake. Okay, now another thing, the number 4 powerful tips I'm giving you how to study without sleeping at night is midnight cravings. Yes, you see, our brain tends to take 20% of our total energy. When your brain is at work, you tend to go hungry. Yes, you tend to be hungry. So what I do when I was a student is, in the daytime I try to get snacks, chips, chin chin. But for me, I used to, during that time I want to stretch my body a little, I'll just quickly prepare Quaker oats. That helps me. So you just find a snack that can help you. You just be munching, not food, snacks. So I'll keep that cup of Quaker oat by my side. I'll just be sipping. It helps me to study more. Yes, it helps me to stay awake. So you get snacks, chin chin, chips, or whatever, granuts, and keep by the side. Always arrange it ahead of time. Arrange that ahead of time. When you know that, okay, tonight I'm going to study, so arrange that ahead of time. Just keep, because you have that midnight cravings, you'll be hungry, so just arrange that and keep. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is regularity. Let your reading be regular, let your sleep be regular. You see, as for sleep, you cannot cheat nature. Mm-mm. If you always stay awake, you are studying, there will be a time you will break down. So give yourself adequate sleep and give yourself adequate study. Don't stay far from your book. Don't stay too long before studying. Always study. Always sleep, and let the two balance up. Let it not affect your other days activities. Okay, so balance the two. Let your sleep be regular, let your study be regular as well. So I've mentioned 5 powerful tips that has helped me to study and stay awake during my nighttime study. So the next I want to talk about is 5 things you should avoid when you want to study at night. Things you should avoid, because if you don't avoid those things, it will tell on your study. So first, what you should avoid is, number 1, you need to finish your dinner in time. Don't eat late into the night. Do you get that? Don't eat late. Try as much as possible to eat on or before 8 p.m. At least you should round up your dinner 8 p.m. because you need to be light. You need the food to digest quickly before it gets to the time that you want to study. Okay, don't eat late night. So try to have your dinner 7 p.m., at most 8 p.m. You are done with your dinner. Okay, so avoid distractions. Another tips to what to avoid before you're studying. Avoid distractions, guys. Avoid distraction as much as possible. For us students, our most distraction is our phone. Yes, our phone, our Android phones, our smartphones. It's a big distraction. If you must study to get it right, please let your phone not be on your reading table. Keep it away. Just keep it away. And put your phone on silence. Because you see, while you are studying, your mind tends to drift. You would go and remember, well, let me check if my friend has dropped a message for me, And if you don't put your phone on silence, notifications can be dropping, and you'll be tempted to check. So it is advisable you keep your phone away to avoid distraction. Imagine you saying you want to study 2 hours and so many distractions, and at the end of the day, you do not achieve anything. No. Study 2 hours, give it quality 2 hours, give it all it takes, and get the best out of it. Another thing to avoid distraction is your mind tends to drift. Please practice to be focused. Practice to tell your mind, talk to your mind, be focused. It is studying in futility if you cannot focus. Your mind will be thinking so many things. You can be in your room, but your mind has gone far. So teach your mind to stay in your study. Let your mind be in what you are studying. Okay, study, focus very well. Focus very well. So, guys, out of the 5 tips I shared earlier on, I want you to tell me which tip works for you, which tip you have tried in the comment section. Please comment below. I want to know if you've heard of these tips and how if it has also worked for you. Please comment. I want to hear your own thoughts about this. So I'll be stopping here for now. I believe this video today you have learned 1 or 2 things. Please, if you find this video interesting, please give it a thumbs up and please comment. I want to know your thoughts about what we just discussed today, and I'll bring you more tips, more helpful things. The things I'll be talking on this channel will be educative, informative, and entertaining. Okay, so guys, I'll stop here from now. If you are just seeing this video for the first time, please subscribe. I need you to subscribe. Welcome to my channel. And if you're an existing subscriber, thank you for sticking around with me. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I drop any video. So see you in my next video. Bye for now. Love you.